out here having kids that they don't even take care of and fucking everything, but have the nerve.
Tyler advocating for women's rights was not on my bingo card, but I did want to tell the story of when I met Tyler, the creator. I told it years ago on my YouTube channel, but I don't think I've ever told it here. So I walked into a store on Fairfax. I was with my, at the time, boyfriend, who was a wimp. That is important in the story. So we're walking around. There's a lot of rules in that store. It's like no cameras, no backpacks. He does not want to take a picture with you. Don't touch anything, like shit like that. And so you walk in and you're careful and you just kind of like observe the t-shirts without like really messing them up too much. And I walked up to the pants section. Oh, and I had seen Tyler come out of like the back room. I didn't know he was in there at first. And a girl and her mom went up to him and asked him for a picture. And he said, "No, this is my safe space." And they were like, "Please." And he was like, "I'm sorry, no." And then I walked up to the pants section. It's like elevated. Well, at the time, I don't know if it's the same now. And I looked around and I made eye contact with him. And I knew I'm a Pisces and I have really good intuition. I can tell when somebody is seeing me for the first time or seeing me like they've seen me before. And it felt like there was a look in his eye like he had seen me before or like he knew me or something or like he was going to talk to me. And I just like look away because like, oh my God, I should mention I was like obsessed with him since I was 17. So I was obviously like very starstruck in this moment. And so I like pretend to mind my business. My boyfriend, I don't fucking know where he is and I didn't care. And I was walking around. I walked down to the t-shirt section again and I'm facing this way and I get a tap on my shoulder and I go, and he's towering over me. He was wearing a green sweater and like a scarf. He was much taller than I thought he was going to be. And his presence was just like so like intimidating to me. Also because I was like in love with him. And my boyfriend could definitely sense that. And he was getting really fucking jealous and being a wimp. And so Tyler was like, "Hey," like, and he was also on the phone, by the way. And he was like, "Hey, like, I've seen you before. Like, I've taken a picture of you." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, I've seen a picture of you. I've taken a picture of you before." And I was like, "Oh, like what?" Like, I was genuinely confused. And then he was like, "Hold on," because he was on the phone and he walks away. And then he's like talking to somebody called Travis, which somebody in my YouTube comments said meant taco. I don't know. And my boyfriend is trying to get me to leave. He's trying to get me to leave because he is a wimp and a hater. A hater. Imagine your girlfriend is meeting like somebody she's been obsessed with for years and that person just walked up to her and said, "I recognize you." And you're trying to get your girlfriend to leave. Die. Leave me alone. Anyways, I was probably like 19 or 20 when this happened. And then I realized that I had submitted to his model search, which was like for golf. My friend had sent me the application to apply for it. They were like looking for models. So I did. I sent a bunch of pictures. And like a month later, I got an email back saying, "Can you please send like a front, side, back or something?" And so I kind of like took this to mean, you know, maybe I passed the first round, whatever. But I sent those pictures and I never ever heard back. I still have those pictures. They're kind of funny. But I assumed that that was what he meant when he came back to me on the phone. And he was like, "Yeah, like I've seen you somewhere." And I was like, "Oh, like I submitted to your model search. Maybe it was that." And he was like, "That's it. Like I went through every single one of those emails. We starred 10 profiles and yours was one of them." And I was like, wow, like that's crazy. Like I was so stunned and starstruck. I could not remember my own name. It was so embarrassing. I wish I could go back in time. Like if I had a moment where I could go back in time and do something better, it was literally that moment. Because I was just so, wow, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. And eventually he was like, "Well, this conversation isn't going anywhere." And he like walked away. And I think about it to this day. I mean, like, what was I going to do? Like, you never expect that to happen to you. You never expect your like person that you're obsessed with to come. And people are going to say, "Oh, well, you went to his store." Yeah, I didn't know he was like in his store all the time. Like I knew he would sometimes come, but even still, I didn't think he would come and like talk to me. So yeah, I just bumblefucked my words there. I had nothing to say and I embarrassed myself. And you know what? It is what it is. Can't take it back. But that's how I met Tyler, the creator.